Hey, I want to go over a review of not only the InSinkErator instant hot water dispenser, but just about hot water dispensers in general, because a lot of people don't know about them or don't understand about these things and the multiple uses. I want to tell you first of all that these things are more than just instant hot water for hot chocolate, if even though you can do that. It is kind of like having a microwave. Is the best way to explain it. And by that I mean, once you have one of these, you will always want one. In fact, you'll need it. I would say that at least 15 times a day we use this, and because we have pets, we use it even more, and that's for rinsing and cleaning. And let's say you're going to use a bowl and the dishwasher hadn't been done or whatever, or you're going to use some utensils. You can hold it under here, and because it's almost boiling, you're sterilizing the utensil or the bowl or the bowl or plate or whatever, and don't have to put it in the dishwasher. And trust me, it's clean. You can use soap or whatever else you want. This is something else I'll do another video on. If you see this button here, it's another one that you probably, just like a microwave, once you have it, you'll always want it. But if you have a hole in your granite and you're using it for a sprayer, my recommendation is to get a multiple use spigot or faucet, so that your sprayer is built into your faucet, so you can have either regular water or your sprayer type thing. And so then you'll have an extra hole, and then you put one of these inside the hole, because trust me, when I go over these uses, and I'm just going to go over the ones that I know of, and there's a zillion other ones. But let's say your animal, you feed them some wet food, and they leave a little bit of schmutz in the bottom. Schmutz means some messiness, some dirt, food. Just hold it under your hot water dispenser. Just, of course, be a little careful that you don't get it on you, because it is almost boiling and it will hurt. And right there, and you can use sometimes a little paper towel to get off anything that's stuck, but most of the things in there are going to come right out because it's boiling water or close to it. So for cleaning, it's amazing. Again, let's say you have a spoon, not necessarily one sitting inside your sink, but you've just used it for cereal, and just by holding it under here, you've got, I mean, right now it's hot, almost you can't touch it. It is clean, which is really cool. And again, you can just set it to the side to dry, or use it for your cereal. And say I had cereal, and or my wife had cereal, and I want cereal, but there's no more spoons. They're all in the dishwasher. I have no problem, first of all, just using the spoon after my wife. But let's say she's sick and I don't want to use it, or you're sick and your kid wants to use a spoon or needs it. This will come in handy for that. The amount of times we use this per day for cleaning, it's amazing. Okay, so you got the cleaning aspect down. So also you can, if you want to wipe something down, turn it on, get this hot, and you can clean off something with this hot water, and it cleans incredible because you're dealing with boiling water. So let's go to a tea, or let's go to a tea. All right. So here's some green teas. Well, that one's not open. Let's just get one out of here. And let's say you like whatever it is you like. I don't want to do a sweet dreams, it's the middle of the day. Let's do a green tea. Whatever tea, it doesn't matter what tea. Okay, you take your tea bag out, and this may have had some coffee in it, but again, here's a way you can just clean out the coffee. And you see the steam coming from it. Just put your tea bag in, fill her up. Set it to the side. Put something over it to let it steep. And you got a tea. You can make instant coffee. Soups. Soups are great. You know the soups that you know, the famous top ramens? Yeah, you can make top ramens. You know, it may take a few, since it's not boiling, it may take a few minutes longer to let it sit. Or sometimes if you want to bring it to a boil. Oh, that's another thing. So let's say you're making a macaroni and cheese. Guess what? Save energy. Well, you know, you're using energy to heat it, but fill this up with the almost boiling water. Put it on your stove, and guess what? It boils 20 times quicker because you've already got almost boiling water. So then you can make your macaroni and cheese or your rice or whatever you need to boil with your hot water dispenser. I can assure you that the money you spend on this, you will get so much time saved and so much value out of this, it's just not even funny. So 2 thumbs up for this. And InSinkErators have come a long ways. They use stainless tanks underneath the sink, and underneath the sink the install is very easy. You can use a saddlecock valve, which is how you would install an ice maker. It basically is a clamp that goes on the cold water pipe, and you screw the little piece that punctures the pipe, unscrew it, and then you've got a cold water source. You can get these with or without filters, so that your water that comes out of here is filtered. A lot of people like, you know, their teas and their coffees with filtered water. Plus, it prevents sediment and junk from getting into the tank of the hot water dispenser, therefore keeping it lasting longer. As far as power, this runs on electricity. You usually have a plug underneath for the disposal, and then you can plug it right into there. If it's direct, then you may have to get an electrician, but it's usually can be done do it yourself. So if you have any other questions about instant hot water dispensers, let me know, because I love mine. We've had ours. I've had a hot water dispenser over 15 years, probably 20, and they've gotten very nice. You can get different type of dispensers. They can get kind of expensive. This is a basic dispenser that's chrome, and even though we have satin in our sink, in stainless, the chrome fits fine, and I didn't want to pay $100 more for satin nickel. But you can get decorative ones. You can get some that are loops. You can get some that do hot and cold water. And the reason you would do that is because it have a filter, and that way you can just access filtered water here, cold and hot. Yes, we've had to replace it in the 20 years a couple times, but they usually come with a couple-year warranty, and they last a long time. Again, we use ours. This one, you have to use quite a bit of force to turn it on. So like a child can't turn this. It takes an adult to turn it. You can't. You don't want to put your hand under there because it's hot. But if I think of any other uses, I'll post them below. But thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. You'll find out all kinds of information, useless and not useless.